evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you're gonna be joining this live stream. Unexpected Wednesday night video. Welcome everyone. Let me switch off my notification so I can be present and not distracted. Welcome everybody. I have a wonderful topic for you tonight. I believe this topic would be interesting for both for ladies and for the guys. We have some new members and new channel subscribers. We have some ladies on the channel, and I felt today that I would like to share some feminine Russian Ukrainian ladies' secrets and attitudes in a relationship toward men that help help them to keep to first of all attract and keep men who can support them and be masculine, who are providers. And I hope that this live show is going to be beneficial for both sides, because I'm just going to share things that in some ways were brainwashed in the generation um, of ladies and men that were raised by feminists, and how much that erased the knowledge, erased the um, almost erased the skills of people to be able of people to be able to have that feminine masculine balance, to be able to enjoy and take pride in certain things rather than be consistently in a state of war. So let's talk about this. Everybody is welcome in a discussion. I'm going to share some thoughts, what I think it is that helps Slavic women, that just not that helps them, it's just a side effect. They're not doing this to be helped, they're not doing this specifically with some goals. That's just something that was ingrained in us by our mothers, and it's something that I feel is missing in a Western society and in the Western world. And so people are struggling, and now I live in US now for a while, and I feel that in this world right now there is so much war, and men giving up on women, women giving up on men, and it's just like such a mess when things are so simple, when they are based on polarity and on balancing out our differences and complementing us rather than competing. So let's just have this discussion tonight. Welcome everybody. Let me say hi. Everybody, welcome to contribute. So once I finish the thought and I see a contribution, a super chat, a interesting thought, comment, I will acknowledge it as much as I can. But I do want to stay on topic, so it could be interesting or useful for somebody. I sure hope that it will. Um, so let me say hi in the chat. I have some friends and guests here. Even though I did not announce, guys, something about feminine energy, okay? I want to share with you my experience. Everything I do because I love it. I do not have to come here. I'm not pressed to be here. I can allow myself to never make another YouTube video ever again. I truly love and enjoy it. So it comes from my heart. It comes with a flow of appreciation and joy, to be able to connect with you and share things with you. And this is how the feminine works. I'm gonna explain this. So as soon as I say, oh guys, I'm gonna be here Wednesday night at 7 p.m., as soon as I put these restrictions and numbers, I have all sorts of resistance to not show up, to not do it. I feel pressed and I'm struggling. So therefore, I'm going to try go live every other day during the weekdays, but it may fluctuate because once again I don't have a schedule because I don't want to have a schedule, and when I do, it doesn't flow. There is something that comes naturally. My previous live stream I made because I could not sleep without sharing things with you and without conveying that message while it's burning inside, right? So I do things because I love doing them, and that is part of the feminine, okay? So, thank you so much for comments and questions. Let me say hi to everyone. All right, let's see who I have here. Hi, Lawrence. Welcome. Well, I don't know where you have been. I'm pretty consistent with my message, and I'm pretty consistent on my channel. So, you may have been missing some videos, but it doesn't mean that I'm not here. I had I do take breaks once in a while because I enjoy life behind the scenes of YouTube. But I'm here tonight. Welcome everybody. So welcome Lawrence. Thank you for coming. Hello Jerry. Welcome. Hello Bill. Thank you. I have two Bills. Hello Bill 777. Hello Bill Howard. Hello DJ. Hello Neil. Good to see you. Okay, and we have new life in the USA. This is my friend Tanya. My dear friends, my friend just opened her channel. She wants to share with um, Russian Ukrainian ladies who have some plans, maybe relationships in international dating, how it is to be here, and she's sharing her journey. It's not an easy journey. It's not. It's an exciting journey, but it's full of different things. So Tanya had the courage to open her YouTube channel. Yes, her channel is in Russian, but if you could just come and put a like, subscribe, or put a comment, that would be awesome. It's just it would be that human connection that we all need to um help each other ways. And I think she's learning, she's her English getting better and better, so maybe she will make a couple of videos in English later on as well. So this is my friend Tanya, and her nickname here is New Life in the USA. It is very difficult, very hard to put your face on a camera. You know, I'm forgetting now how hard it is when you first start, and you have to overcome or all sorts of self-doubt. You know, no matter how you look, you will always have somebody who it's just like it's a lot of courage to put your face on the camera. You know, we have some people here in the comments that, you know, would never put their real name, would never put their picture. It's so much harder to have your real face. So for those of you who would like to say hello, you are welcome to do that. So, oh, Tanyush, no problem. OMG, made me smile to put your face on camera. Yeah, it's very hard. You know, I was telling you, oh, don't worry about it, just do it. And then I had memories of how difficult it really, how, you know, all the thoughts you have, right? So I wish you good luck with your channel, and I know it will help. Ladies, Tanya, her channel is new life in the USA. He's sharing, she is here in the comments. So um she has a picture of herself, and the nickname is New Life in the USA. All right. uh all right. So let's see. We are going to keep this chat respectful. We are not going to use inappropriate words. We're going to appreciate each other's time. And if you're not following these rules, you're going to be blocked and deleted. Okay? Just if you desperately need my attention, it's not making any sense to keep writing your question over and over and over again. Um, it's really not. You can show your appreciation. You can highlight your burning question with a super chat, or you can wait till I get to it. Okay? I'm gonna say this again. If you have a burning question, please have respect. uh, Writing your question in caps or keep writing it over and over again is very rude and we're not gonna address it. If it's so burning for you, you can highlight it, or you can have patience for me to get to it if I consider that question helpful. So with that being said, tonight we are talking about on this live stream we're going to be talking what are these qualities that um, Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic women seems to have to attract men who want to take care of them, who uh, strive in their masculinity, and who have no problem and would be happy to take care of them. You know what it is in the modern society that makes it so hard for women to find a man that just want to enjoy his provider role, and what it is in women. What secrets do Slavic women know to seem to have no problems with uh, being encouraging and attractive for men who are providers? And I am not making this video to show that there is a group of women that is superior. What I'm saying that as women, we can learn from each other and make this world better because there is enough of men for everyone. There is enough of men and women for everyone. And in the end of the day, our goal to create a happier, more fulfilled society. Okay, so I love personally, I love learning from different cultures. I love Indian culture. I love Middle Eastern culture. I love learning the secrets and things because as women, we have our little things. You know, some of them, not all, I'm going to share with you tonight. So, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Let me see who else we have. Uh, oh, hello, Brianna B. Good to see you. Welcome. Hello, Carlos. New to the channel, been watching for the last week. It is very informative for my future trip to Ukraine. Well, yes, Carlos, make sure you check out all of my early videos. I have so many videos about on that topic. Um, let's see. Okay. All right, guys, I will write Tanya's channel in a comment below once the video is over. No, I cannot tell people that they are in a world of pain to pursue this endeavor, because you are in a world of pain when you live in fear. That is when you are in a world of pain. When you live in fear and self-doubt, and you watch channels and resources that encourage your self-doubt, you will also not only be in a world of pain, but you're going to die in a world of regret, because it's a lot better to go for something, to try it, to learn, sometimes to get hurt, to evolve, but come as close to something that you desire and want as possible. Maybe experience just 1 year of love in your life, then die in fear that you never had the guts to try something and to go for something. That is a lot worse. So no, I will not encourage anybody in any of these victim mentality ideas. No, thank you. Nope. So, hi Terry, good to see you. You're here. That is so nice. Means that you have internet. Hi. Hello, Snowbound. Okay, guys, enough of hi hellos. Hello, John and everybody else. I'm glad to see you, glad to hear you. Welcome, welcome. Let's get to it. It's 15 minutes in the show and we're about to start. So, what are these qualities? Actually, guys, you're not going to believe this, but I made notes. So, it means it's going to be serious. I make notes. So, what are those? First of all, I want to talk about certain attitudes toward men that Ukrainian ladies have, Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic women have, that people, most ladies in Western world do not. The number one is respect. Respect for men as a whole. Respect for men for their hard work, for their dedication, for the things that we take for granted because they work every day. But if we stop taking them for granted, if they would stop working, we may not be able to survive, right? Men taking Men have been building and creating opportunities for us, and men have been building and doing heavy lifting and heavy machinery and doing all the tough hard things for us. But in the society, and for people who were grown, uh, who were raised by feminists, are always putting men down and degrading them and emasculating them, making fun of them. It's kind of like, it's not a big deal, we could do the same. But this is not true. We cannot do a lot of this heavy lifting stuff, nor we should do the heavy lifting stuff. So, number one, if you guys are writing, I'm gonna look at the comments in a second. Number one, very, very important thing is respect. Respect, not just in words, respect in attitude, respect in heart. In Slavic culture, we love and appreciate men, and it's ingrained and embedded in us. It's not, making fun of a man, trying to make him smaller, laugh at him, call your friends, and make fun of your husband or your man, your boyfriend, whatever. This is not something that is popular, or not something that is a popular approach for Russian and Ukrainian Slavic culture. So that's what we do. We respect men. We understand their strengths. We understand their input. We appreciate their hard work. We appreciate that once again they do the heavy lifting for us if we only allow it. I'm gonna say this again before I get to the comments. If we allow it, and when we allow it, we gain from that, and they do the heavy lifting for us. So we have incredible respect. People from those of you ladies and gentlemen who don't really know much about Eastern Europe, our men were dying by fighting for life, protecting us in the wars. The latest big war was World War II. We lost hundreds, thousands, and millions of men actually, that put their lives for us. So respect for men is ingrained, embedded in our mind, heart, and soul. And that, I think, is encouraging for the man who is masculine, and providing to know that before he is even loved, before he even knows that he is loved, he is respected. So number one is respect, the attitude of pure respect, and it just comes, it's an internal feeling. It's not something that is just surface, like, oh, I respect you. Yes, we also had the 23rd of February just a couple days ago. It's a day of the men who are protector of a motherland. That's, I will come back to, oh my god, oh my god, what are you doing, Terry? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I missed it. Thank you guys for the comments, and I have to address this because um, this is this this is the reason that I'm making this video. It's just, you know, protection and support, and it's happening right here on this live chat. Thank you so much for this extremely generous donation. um I'm gonna read uh the first super chat. I'm gonna say, for those who is watching in the recording, sometimes people ask me because they cannot see this, so I'm gonna read the super chat. It's a $300 super chat from Terry, and the message is, oh, here is the taking chances in life. Oh my goodness, yes, taking chances in life. All right, well, we have nothing but accept that. I think, oh, I think you are responding to the Terry. I think you are responding to the comment that I addressed about somebody told me that, oh, if you go this path of making dreams come true, you're gonna be in a world of pain. So I would say you're gonna be in a world of pain if you're just gonna be stuck in your fears and let those fears hold you back. This is where you're gonna be in a world of pain. You have to try your best, you have to evolve, and you have to take chances for sure. So yes, we gladly accept this message. Thank you, Terry, for showering and supporting the live stream. Really appreciate that. And I'm gonna read the second super chat. Let me try that. Okay, another extremely generous super chat. Strong women who support their man. Okay, that's fair. And I'm actually going to it's on my list tonight. um Talking about strong women who support their men. Thank you. But before I start, let me put some bubbles for celebration of this generosity. And you know, it just makes me feel so special and so supported and so encouraged. And I don't know, can I put it into words? No. Thank you. I hope these acts of generosity inspire you all, guys, in whatever you're pursuing, whatever you're doing, to realize that sometimes you have to go and um, show your appreciation. You know, you decide the what it's going to be. There is not a demand on any amounts or how you should do it. But if you're enjoying something, when you let the other person know, it's kind of like this magical bomb explodes, and it comes back to you 10 times as much. So everybody who is supporting me on the chat or supporting me behind the scenes or ordering my services, I appreciate you, and I wish you 10 times, I don't know, 50, 100 times more to come for you in your pursuits and in your endeavors, because because you create that luck with your generosity. So thank you. And remember that situations can be different, you know. When you go with an open heart and you support somebody, you encourage somebody, um, people can have as much appreciation for a chocolate bar as they can have for an extremely generous donation. So remember that. I'm gonna say this. I don't know, guys, if you know this motivational speaker. His name is Robin Sharma. I absolutely love him. He's amazing. You can check him out on YouTube. His name is Robin Sharma. He shared how he traveled to Italy and he was at this coffee shop, and there was this lady. She was having her coffee and chocolate and something like that, and oh, she was having her coffee, but she was alone, and it was something about her, and he decided to just give her a chocolate. She was an elderly lady, probably in her late 80s or maybe even 90, and he gave her that chocolate just out of the blue, with no, with nothing attached. He just wanted to make her smile for whatever reason. That lady had tears in her eyes, and she told him, "I will never forget you." I feel that in this time when we lack in human touch, personalized approach, when we lack in the courage to appreciate, to compliment before we judge, when we are in our phones, when we are in our thoughts, we are also busy. We are in our phones and our thoughts. We literally, like, do not look at what is around us, especially we may not pay attention to an elderly person or somebody in need. I think it goes extra mile for humanity when we pay attention and make somebody smile. Everybody has a different opportunity, different possibility, but never doubt to make somebody smile. So with this motivational speech, I'm gonna continue, and thank you everyone for being here again. I appreciate you, and never doubt that. Anything you contribute, more than a zero, a thumbs up, a good comment, a chat, a super chat, a share of the video, anything you do is highly appreciated. So we are going to come back to the point that Terry made about the strong women who support their men. Actually, not sure if I have it on here in my list, but here's what it is. So in the Western world, often it's all about, the girl power. Like, we are strong women. Russian and Ukrainian women are very strong in their spirit, but they don't care of being strong. They do not want to be strong. They do not want to lead with strength. They do not want to compete with the man with their strengths. They do have a very strong spirit, but they do not lead with, muscle comparison and saying, "Oh, I'm stronger than you. I am everything. You're just, I can do better than you." Because this is not, we are not dreaming to be the, the horse of the family. I have to say, to be very honest, women who are unhappy, they are leading with their strengths and they regretting it. I don't know if Tanya is still here on the chat. Tanya, new life in the USA. What do you think? I feel that in our countries, in post USSR, women hate to brag that they are strong. Yes, they are strong in their spirit, they are strong in what they do, in their feminine pursuits. But even if they are successful in their career, when they are next to their man, they do not want to be strong. They want to be very feminine, and they want to they want to be the butter on the toast. They don't want to be the toast. They don't want to be, as soon as, it's like when they come home from work, even if they are big boss, even if their business had taken off, even if the big things are happening for them outside of the home, when they come home, they want men to be the leader. So it's almost like the door at home is like a frame, it's like a how, like a frame of your new role. So you maybe were a boss babe, as they say, a boss lady, but as soon as you get into the door, you take your shoes off and you put maybe your silk robe on. You are not the boss and the leader. You are just you have your strengths inside of you, but you don't lead with it. You let yourself relax in your femininity, and you let your man to lead, to serve you in a way, to take care of you and do wonderful things for you. You are not competing with him. I feel that competition is a major thing right now with all this, girl power and ha ha ha, men are useless and all of that. I don't not want to be the strong woman. Yes, the I feel that it's something about, I hear this a lot. Something about Slavic women, just in general. Maybe guys, it's because of our culture, the wars and the survival. The quarantine is not so hard for us because we've been through so much. Even in my personal lifetime in Ukraine, we have been at least through like three, four, five crises, one after another. So it is a strength, but it's a strength that is very flexible, and it's not repelling men. Because if we're talking in this video about provider men, about men who are naturally attracted to feminine women, uh truly strong men, and guys, tell me if I'm wrong, please, in the chat. Truly strong men, they do not want to compete. They are going to be repelled living with another man, right? Truly strong men won't be attracted to the woman of strength, because they don't want to live in a state of competition. They don't want to live in a state of, oh, I can't come home and relax, I need to compete and keep competing, right? So therefore, I agree with Terry that um Slavic women and a lot of women in general are very strong, but they usually, those women who are truly strong within, they usually never mention it, and they don't want to lead with it. They are extremely strong inside, um in their mentally strong, and sometimes they are physically strong too, but once again, they do not want to lead with strength or dominate. And I feel this is one of the things, how Slavic women easily, even being over the ocean and ocean away, uh I told you guys who just joined, number one is respect, eternal respect for men. And second one is the feminine attitude, that complementary um, femininity that is polar to masculine strengths. Even if you are, once again, I'm not telling women to not pursue anything in life, it's quite the opposite. Just remember to relax into your feminine being, and then see what happens. Because a lot of times, competition ruin the polarity, and it's very hard to make it back, right? Guys, tell me please. I have a lot of guys here in the chat. Please tell me, are you attracted to men? Oh, phew. Guys, are you attracted to men? Are you guys attracted to women that are displaying their strengths, their achievements, and they consistently tell you how far behind you, and that you are um well, they're in a consistent competition. They compare their achievements to your achievements, and they are leading with their achievements rather than with something that's complementary to you. Okay, so we have another super chat. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. The message is, thank you for the respect you have consistently shown us over the years. Well, you're very welcome. You are very welcome. And I have been around. Uh, I'm gonna tell honestly. When I was growing up, I have been around women that were not that happy in their relationships. They were not actually married. They were dominating. We also have dominating women in Russia and Ukraine. Don't get me wrong. Not everyone gets a provider and protector kind of man. Some of these ladies made their life not very happy and fulfilled because they were dominating, also kind of getting masculine and kind of living in the mentality, if I want to get it right, I might as well do it myself, you know and a lot of these ladies were just choose a you know bad spouse. And I could not stand conversations as a little girl and a young woman. I could not stand conversation diminishing man. I would feel pain, and because I never feel as feminine as when I'm in the arms of a man who is protecting me. And I don't know, it's just something about it. When I am with truly masculine man, I let all my guards down. I feel relaxed, I feel happy, I feel that there is no problem in the world. I feel that I'm covered. I don't have to worry about a thing. It's almost like you have something on your shoulders, like a big stone or something on your shoulders, and it's so heavy. And when you get that hug and you feel that support, um it's just like, and I didn't know that as a little girl. I didn't know, I didn't know what that is, but I always felt support. I've always, my reality, some of you girls who are here on this chat, you came from Mina's channel, and we are aligning with Mina, the universe guru, on so many levels. I've decided then that I am not looking for weakness. I am not gonna look for I'm not gonna look for ways to discredit men and make fun of them and you know um disrespect them, because I strive, and I just strive. I feel protected around that masculine energy. It's just such an incredible divine feeling. Even as a girl, I could feel it. I could feel that joy from being around masculine men. And as I was evolving into young woman, I would just leave the conversation when women would start bashing men or telling about how incapable they are. I told that's not going to be my reality. I'm going to be around men who are incredible, and it's going to be a meaningful connection and a beneficial complementary union. So for those of you all who struggling because of the hookup culture, because of these men, war on men, and gender wars and all of that, you can create your own world, and you will meet people who feel like you can literally type in Google, you can literally find groups that feel like you. People who are miserable, they love to have, people who are miserable, they love to have uh lots of misery around them. They thrive on it. They did not succeed in something, like for example, please forgive me, I don't think I have many MGTOW men watching me, but men, supposedly men who go their own way, I feel like they failed at creating meaningful connection with women, or creating family, creating something better and bigger. They felt time after time they blamed it on women, and they decided to go their own way. So they failed it. They failed something or did not achieve, and now they tell you that you should not and cannot achieve it either. I respect people's choices. You can decide to do whatever you want. If some man feels that that's better for them, I get it. But when I see the whole movement of men who were not able to create the legacy, were not able to assert the dominance in terms of creating a stable family and a meaningful relationship, which is not that easy. It's a lot of work. And now they creating this whole movement. I feel bad because a lot of young men who are just forming will not pursue something that is genetically ingrained in them, and they were meant to do these things. It's like it's a role, it's a man's role, it's a kind of life mission to create that legacy and do these things. And now MGTOW men creating this fear for younger men, don't get involved, don't get married, don't do this. It's like live in fear and never try this because it didn't work for me, so it's not gonna work for you. Like, let's fail together. But I have a question to these men. What are they going to have 30 year 20, 30, 40 years from now? Friends come and go, careers, sometimes you retire. What you gonna be looking forward to if you never created meaningful relationship? Yes, some of them running around and having sex with women, but if you stay out of commitment, that is going to end as well. So that just was a little lyrical moment, as we're going to say, to address another lovely super chat. Thank you so much. Let's see who we have. Oh, Lance, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Thank you, all of you who are supporting me. As I told you guys, I appreciate every little thing you do for this channel. Thumbs up, share, comment during the stream, comment after the stream, donation. Anything bigger than a zero is wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna read your super chat, Lance. There are not enough words to compliment your wisdom and friendship for all, especially me. Oh, thank you, Lance. I appreciate this very much. That is very sweet. That is very sweet. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and supporting the show, my friend. I appreciate your consistency, and we're gonna have a bubble moment. We have another extremely generous sponsors today on a live stream, so we're gonna have a bubble moment. And meanwhile, I'm gonna read your comments in a quiet. I need to get some music that is copyright free so we can listen to it. Oh, thank you guys. So many wonderful comments. Let me read some of them. Let me have some tea before I start. Okay. Exactly. Jim is saying they will be chasing Viagra trying to live their past. It's just really weird because we have different times in our life for different things. It's normal that when you're a young man, you're active, you're running around, you chasing women, you having sex. I mean, it's just nature. There's nothing you can do about it. There are smarter guys, and there are guys that get themselves in trouble. But when you get older, when you get men who are in their 50s and 60s and 70s, who are thinking that the same thing, the same tricks will work on young women. I mean, yeah, you could try, you have experience, you can trick women, younger women, into something, but most likely it's not going to last very long because you don't have an experience to build and create connection. You were, running around, you don't really have that experience to build meaningful connections with people. You know, you don't have the human factor. You look as and on relationships like a tool. Is there all this manipulation tactics and techniques, and it's just so complicated. And the thing is, the truth is, the older you get, the more you need companionship and friendship. It's even becoming a lot more important than even sex. Uh, I mean, let's just don't even get me into that one, okay? Not on this live stream. So, yeah, just because you are incapable of building something, it doesn't mean that it's worthless and it's meaningless. And you know, everybody should have freedom to live their lives the way they want to live it. Okay? So, it's just my little comment on that. Oh, thank you, Bill. Yeah, thank you. Could you please also post my Patreon and my email where people can connect with me? So yes, some of you guys asked me. I made my Cash App. So I have a few requests for Cash App. So I've been asked to that I have some of you that want to send a question during the live chat or just want to show appreciation and they prefer Cash App. So that is if you'd like to do something. And if you send a Cash App, please send a message with it so I know from who it is. And if you have a question or a topic, you can attach a note if that's something you'd like to do. So I'm learning the technology slowly but surely. All right. So thank you so much for posting that. Let me read some more comments. Yeah, hello, Fuchs. Gosh, I always afraid to say somebody's name wrong. Hello, Fuchsia. Is it like fuchsia, like pink, like bright pink? Miss Fuchsia Rosa says they are hurt. I understand exactly because hurt people, and they want to. It's it's a lot easier to say why things did not are not working out, versus making things work. So yeah. uh, so yes, I agree with that, Miss Roses. Hello, Michael. Hello, Ivy. Again, welcome. Yes, exactly. DJ says it right here. MGTOW can be as toxic as extreme feminism. Exactly. I listen sometimes to MGTOW people. I can only take it in the small doses, but that almost makes me. I need to detox after that. It is so painful and hurtful that I need a detox, a whole detox party after being exposed to after being exposed to that kind of mentality. It's really awful. And it doesn't have a good future. You're not going to be young forever. You're not going to have friends forever. You're not going to have your career forever. And if you're a man that creates, that produces, that have something to live after you, uh, it doesn't make any sense to not create any meaningful relationships. You know, it's just not making any sense to me. At least it doesn't. Hello, Derek. I've always enjoyed your live chat. Oh, thank you, Derek. And you also show that maybe there is some hope for the Western American women if they seek wisdom from good women such as yourself. Derek, it's really interesting because even though the mainstream media is, very liberal and feminist and all of that, as I am developing my YouTube channel and meeting people, I meet so many wonderful feminine women who happen to be American of all cultures and backgrounds that also want the simple things, that also want to have just a normal, uh, classic, traditional family relationships and so on and so forth, but they are not really accepted by the what I call lamestream media. well, some people say mainstream media, but they are not encouraged, or they are not supported, not just even media, but by lamestream, you know, politics over here. You know, your friends making fun of you, and so a lot of feminine channels, especially uh when femininity is not just the face, but it's what's in your heart. There are a lot, I see a lot of ladies are struggling to find a classic provider type man and just being a happy staying home wife. So um I'm learning from everybody that I meet, and I appreciate when people give their time to learn something from things that I have to share. We are coming from, you know, being from Russia, Ukraine, we are coming from older, more conservative traditional culture, and some things were ingrained in us which were not ingrained and were stripped away from these ladies that were raised by feminists. And still there is a lot of feminine women all over the world, all around the world. There are women that are thriving in their femininity and looking for a good match. Okay, so I am honored and to have everybody who come and find something positive on the channel. So thank you. I cannot put music because I only can put copyright free, because YouTube can flag the video and you have problems with copyright. So let me read some more chat. Oh my gosh. Okay, couple more comments and I need to go down my list. Um Yeah, so let's show respect to everybody. Let's not to assume something about each other because of our country, you know, background, culture, beliefs, race, anything else. Like, I'm so sick and tired of it, you know. I think we all can learn something from each other, and it can be mutually beneficial. Well, you know, here is the thing, Ivy. Ivy saying it's not good to have kind of hatred toward women and to just go MGTOW. We just need to fish in a different pond. Well, here is the thing. You can't really hate women. You came from a woman. A woman had carried you under her heart for 9 months. Um, she carried you in her arms for 3 years, and she will carry you her entire life in her heart. How can you hate women? That's just an insanity to me. If some women have problems choosing a woman, if the only women they attract are women that are kind of low caliber, that's whose problem. You are responsible who you bring into your life. I'm not saying that they necessarily, well, to me, that feels like kind of resentment and hatred. Maybe not. I'm not saying that all, you know, MGTOW men hate women, but they are not capable of commitment and meaningful relationships, which is okay to me. I just don't want to live and listen about it. People can do whatever they want to do, but I don't, I it hurts me to see that it's becoming such a big movement, and those young people never tried anything, and they can get truly hurt uh, by following that without having experience of their own, you know, guys. To be able to make certain, to learn some lessons, you have to have your own experience. How do you know? Just because, you know, my neighbor, you know, was dating this guy, it doesn't mean that I should not do what I want to do. Just because that somebody just got a divorce, it doesn't mean that you should not get married. Everybody has their own past, and kind of projecting your unhealed uh your unhealed soul and your failures or your experiences on others is irrelevant, because that is your experience and you can choose to learn from it and still achieve your goal. I as I'm sharing with you guys, I would always leave a conversation that would degrade men and show disrespect, because I've never felt better in my life than in arms of a man. I'm just gonna say it how it is. I never felt better since I was a little girl than in arms of my dad, and then in arms of the man I loved. So, or the man I love. So I've never felt better. So I'm sorry. Not sorry though. Mm-hmm. TC said Nikto been demonized. We do what we want. It doesn't confirm the feminism. Uh, well, here is the thing, TC. Um, everybody has the right to do what they want to do. Personally, I think if that's uh really resonates with your values, that's what you want to do. You know, who can stop you, right? But I just don't think that it's a natural and the best outcome. But this is just my opinion. you know you got to be able to do what you have to do. I feel I do not support feminists at all, and I just feel that some things come natural, and relationships, meaningful, joyful relationships between men and women, is one of those things. But if you are on the other side, I'm actually glad to have you on this channel, because maybe you can show us some things we don't know, because I've never really done a lot of research. I just heard these conversations and they really felt like a knife in my heart. All the awful things that I've heard, um just things about women being promiscuous and women cheating and all of this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you are MGTOW, so to speak, and uh non-commitment, non-committed relationships, how can you blame these women that they're sleeping around? You don't want to commit. So it's two elements, it's not just one. It's like so much drama. I am for simple, conservative, and traditional outlook on life and relationships. It makes things so much easier. There is no confusion, and I call that happiness. In the end of the day, everybody should find what makes them happy and stick with it. So I got carried away completely with what I was going to share with you guys. But you know what? This is so nice to have this back and forth. Hello, Alicia. Thank you. Alicia is saying, I hope it's Alicia, not Alicia. I hope so. Um, she is saying having a positive attitude is the best way to live. Yes, I agree. I agree. So here is the answer to all of this, contradictory things and beliefs. If this particular thing makes you happy, if it's truly make you happy, go and do it. Join the communities that are doing that. But if you decide to settle for this, but in the heart of hearts you want to be over there, but you think that you can't achieve that, and you settling for the you know this type of community, that is a contradiction, and in the end you're going to regret that you gave up. Don't give up on what you want. Find it, join it, learn about it, and you can achieve it naturally in your life. Oh, thank you. Thank you, TC. I I appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Well, Let me mention a few more. Alicia. Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay, Alicia, huh? Welcome, Alicia. Yeah, it's interesting because in Ukrainian and Russian we have name Alina, and sometimes we call Alicia. Can you imagine that? Sometimes we call the girl Alicia. It's like a sweet name of saying, a sweet way of saying it. So now I will remember. Thank you. And everybody, please forgive me if I'm saying your name incorrectly. I don't do it on purpose. Trust me, I'm not. So, for those who just joined our back and forth discussion, we were talking about what are these traits, what are these attitudes that modern women, Western women in particular, but in general, modern women can learn from the Slavic culture to be more successful and naturally attract provider men and just kind of like just make it happen. So, number one, I was sharing it was respect. Respect for the man race, appreciating our men, our heroes, our protectors, men who are veterans, men who went through the war, men who been there, give us their shoulder. I mean, I love men, period. So I hope you do too, because in general, men are amazing, and a lot of us are alive because at some point in life we were protected, and I cannot tell you how many times my life was saved by strong protective men. So number one is respect, and not just respect in words, but respect, deep-seated respect. You don't even have to say it. It's just something that you let the men feel. Number two is allowing men to have a role in your life, to help, to being being the leader, allowing rather than competing. Okay, I feel that modern and feminist agenda and kind of their attitude is that you need to compete, you can do it, girl. Yes, I mean, we don't, our strength is completely different, and our feminine strength is a lot more powerful than when we get into our masculine and we're trying to compete. Is it's just very unnatural and it's not fun. So allowing men to take leading position, and instead of competition. Okay, number three, spontaneity, being spontaneous. A lot of women forget to relax and enjoy and observe and let things unfold. And I feel that spontaneity brings that young, playful, flirtatious vibe in a relationship. Maybe you were going to, have um another, mundane, boring thing, and then you decide, you know what, I'm gonna put my red lipstick on and let's go and have a night in the town. I'm gonna be ready in 15. Doing something spontaneous, making some spontaneous surprises for your man and enjoying it, and or being responsive if he comes home and he says, I really don't feel like cooking tonight, let's go out, or let's have a night on the town, or let's have a walk under the stars. Oh my gosh, it's raining, but still let's have a walk under the stars. Oh my gosh, it's snowing, let's go and play in the snow. Let's go and just have an amazing experience. And it's Tuesday or it's Wednesday. It doesn't. So being spontaneous is creating those moments that are just that you may remember to the rest of your life, and they're right here. Just having a romance and being able to jump into something and enjoy it, because spontaneous, when you don't plan something, sometimes it's the best kind of time. It's not like a forced fun, It's something that came to you in the moment, you felt energy for it, and you decide to do it. So ladies, as far, and men, tell me if I'm wrong, but as far as I know, men appreciate spontaneity, as far as I know. And that leads me to another point that I have. And this point is romanticizing life. I would say that, Slavic women in general uh, try very often, part of our culture is romanticize and stress relieve life in little things, such as, like nice teacups, candles, some special aroma in the house. I don't know, silk, bed sheets. Um, I don't know, just like creating the atmosphere. And that is how, when you as a man do the heavy lifting, and maybe you work with your hands, maybe you work with your mind, maybe you work with both, and you come home and you open the door, and this atmosphere, you feel like you're somewhere you don't even know where you are. It is so cozy and sweet and romantic, and you have candlelight or fireplace, and it's like it's something that makes a home from the house. And I feel that Slavic women are going extra mile to create that atmosphere. So, and they take joy in it. It's not like, oh my god damn it, I need to create the atmosphere. Oh, but by the way, this is my favorite thing to do, to create the atmosphere, to just create that intimacy. You can't have a heart to heart, soul to soul conversation when it's like it feels like very gray and cold. You have to create a particular atmosphere to get a particular state of mind. I call it magic, and Slavic women are really good with this kind of thing. So romanticizing every just the regular life, adding feminine touch, creating the atmosphere. Kinda when you come home, she takes you from the stress and problems and solutions to completely different world of magic and joy and pleasure. And that's what she loves to do. It comes to her naturally. All right. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. I think I have another super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you guys for your comments. Mm. Thank you, Bill, for another super chat. You guys are showering me so generously. Thank you. Um, I like the fact that you always start your videos with an attitude of gratitude. Big ups to you. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I have to say that I am actually very grateful to have you guys here. I feel that that is such a important time to share your heart. In this time when we are all lacking human connection, and to be able to touch even through the screen to connect with you, it's a my privilege to be here. So thank you. It goes both ways, though. Thank you so much. Thank you for the kind words, Derek. I appreciate it. You don't need to dance for women approval. The thing is, when you do your thing, when you do your when you're on the mission, the last thing you need to do is try to get approval from women. Women are coming after you when they feel that this man is full of there is that this man is on the mission, he's doing his thing. That is the most attractive thing to the woman. That man that is always on the grind. I cannot tell you how sexy it is when the man is on the grind, he's doing his thing. He's not playing, he's not, all Slavic women are scared of men playing video games. It's just like our worst nightmare. But when we see the man that is dedicated, that is creating abundance, creating life, creating future, you never need to get women's approval. It's just, and when you focus on your mission and things you do, women suddenly appear in your life. You know what I mean? We are attracted to strong men, and there is nothing wrong with that. So as women should not be seeking for men's approval. It's just so insane to me. In our culture, we literally lost hundreds and thousands and millions of men through the war. So we had times when we had lack of men, and from those times we have some women that learns us like, "Ah, what else can I do for you?" I don't think that that is healthy too. I think when you're a woman, you thrive in your feminine, you making the most of your life. You have your masculine part because you have to take care of yourself as well. But when you just being yourself, without trying to fit the modern trends, you also do not need to look after the man and say, well, I can cook, and I'm really, yeah, I'm really great in bed. Yes, I can sleep for 9 hours. It's my favorite joke. Oh, I'm really great in bed. Yeah, I can sleep for 9 hours. I'm just kidding, but you don't have to try to do this. You don't have to try to stand on your toes like a little puppy. We don't need to do those things. It's totally unnecessary. Uh, Thank you, guys. Ivy says, I'm grinding. Good. Good. And Ivy, I think that you mentioned that you're a Navy veteran. Well, we respect that here. That is a true masculinity. When you put your life for service, when you put your life for protecting us and servicing the country, that's true masculinity. So thank you for your service, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much for the kind words. Joseph, Veronica, thank you for doing these videos. Usually I get to watch them later date from when they are live. Do you still have the dating site for the Ukraine? I don't really have a dating site, guys. I'm sharing with you my knowledge. And if you knew, I have 900 videos talking about Slavic, women, how to dating. I mean, 900 videos for real. So I do not have an actual dating website, but I have people that I know that if you want to connect with a matchmaker, I have one or two people that I can recommend you to. I personally I'm not a matchmaker, and I do not run a dating site. But I help people to understand each other. So that's what I do. That's how we roll over here. Oh, thank you, Brianna B. Brianna B says, keep it up. All right, Brianna B, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. I will keep it up, I promise. Okay. Hannibal, what's kind of name it that? Tell me, please. Says currently in the army. Good. Thank you for your service. Exactly, DJ. Exactly. 100% on that one. I think if you have convinced yourself that something negative is true, you will attract those negative people, and none of the positive people will be attracted to. Exactly. All right, so now I'm starting to have some females, and I love to have you ladies here because it just adds so much flavor to our chats. But I generally had for about 5 years or so, I had mostly men watching my channel. Imagine if I would come, I've had like maybe 97% of men watching the channel. So imagine if I come on my live chats and I will start telling the story after story after story about how bad and nasty men are, that masculine men do not exist, that all men are predators, that all men are this and that you cannot trust a man, that I mean, I know some sad stories. I have ladies that actually were, get hurt and got scammed also. I have more stories that I could fit in 12-hour live video. But I have a question to you, gentlemen who are right now on the show. Would you be coming to listen to what I have to say if my main goal and my main attitude here would be telling negative things about men? Would you guys be thrilled to join my show if in every live stream I would show negative examples of men in my life, in my friends' life, men around? I mean, if I would just find emasculating, degrading things about men. Do men like this exist? Yes. Do men exist who are kind of on the low? Yes. Do abusive men exist? Yes. But I am not focusing on that. How many of you guys would be listening to my show if I would be entirely focusing on what's wrong with men? I couldn't even say that because it would be so unfair. So we have abundance. We are living in a time of multi-truths. We are living in a time in multi-truths. You can find the proof to any concept that is shared. But I do not want to live in that. I do not want to encourage those things. And it's a shame that, there is abuse and, things happen, violence. But the only thing we could do is to be aware, raise better sons and encourage men and let men know that we appreciate them and that they are valuable, valuable. Men, you're valuable, you know what I mean, that you that they that you are enough and things you are doing for us uh cannot be replaced. So I think that young boys, if they were raised by encouraging and loving mothers and fathers, if they felt like they're enough, they would never become less than. They would never become, the people from these stories of abuse. And I'm not denying that abuse exists, but I also know that the majority of people want to be good and um want to do the best for the country, for the family. And then again, the true masculine men, the provider men, the protector men, they protect us from the predator men. I cannot tell you how many times my life was saved when I was young and wild. And I grew up in a 5 million people city. So I was going out. It was just, I was sure glad I did. But there was a lot of things going on, and my life have been saved by men who didn't even know me, risk their life to protect me, and I don't even know their name. But they saved my life because predator kind of men were going after and trying to harm me. So I want to focus. Thank you so much, DJ. I want to focus on the amazing men, and I want to see more of those. Or thank you. Thank you, DJ, so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the solid and valuable advice you give. Thank you, DJ, and I appreciate your positive attitude. Thank you. Tanyusha, New Life in USA. Guys, this comment, the latest comment, New Life in USA. It's my friend Tatiana. She just had the courage to open her channel. It is in Russian, but Don't forget to check it out and put a like and subscribe. Even if you don't understand it, it will mean a lot. And Tanya is saying when you come home, you can feel she was waiting for you. Yes, when you come home, you can feel that she was waiting for you. You come home and you feel the air, the atmosphere is welcoming and warm, and you feel safe, and you can take your guard down and you can enjoy um you can enjoy your affection, your feminine touch. You know, men can do a lot of things and you guys can survive. You can survive without us. But can you thrive without us? That's gonna be another video. You can survive without us. You can. But can you thrive without us? Somebody, Empress Lilith says, I'm interested to know how many Western men want to provide for Western women. I think we need to get all of the Western men and Western women and ask a question. How many masculine men want to provide for feminine women? Because your nationality and your culture are, it's too general. You don't need to worry about the amount, uh, the generalization of your particular background or culture. You need to know, you don't need the statistics. If you want to have a masculine man, you have to embody that feminine attitude and see what happens. you know I cannot give you the numbers, and it's it's a huge generalization, right? It's too general to put that stamp. Yes, my channel, I share with you some Slavic wisdom, but it doesn't mean that in Slavic countries we also have women that do not take care of themselves. We also have women who are let themselves go. We also have women who are very masculine, and so on and so forth. So basically, are you really worried about statistics number, or do you want to know if you have a chance? So in order to figure out not if but how you can have a chance, you can defocus from the mass, from the generalization, and think what is that you could do. Any woman can be provided for, any culture, any beauty type, um any age. Even though these men say, oh, if you get certain age, um I just met somebody who just get married at 63 and got just snapped, swiped from the dating site. You can be engaged at any age, you can be any nationality, any culture. Variety is a joy of life, but this is what you bring. Sometimes we have to defocus from the trends and focus on us and see what is this on our ways that doesn't let us to have a better life. I hope I answered that. Okay, I'm going back to my notes because, oh my god, because we are way over an hour. What in the world? They say in a good company, time flies. So let me make some more points before I have to sign off. Thank you so much, guys, for the kind words and your participation. By the way, I truly appreciate those of you who, once the stream is over, who would have a minute to comment under the stream and maybe point out your favorite part or whatever else you would like to share, maybe your insights, your wisdom. So, okay. What are some other elements? Wow, my handwriting is unpredictable. It really is. So, a couple more things. Actually, one of these things that keeps man excited and keeps man not being bored to be with a same lady, I believe, is slight unpredictability. It's a little bit of unpredictability. And tell me, guys, if I'm wrong. But I think there is nothing more boring when you know everything about the person. When the person you are with have no creativity and no she's not, evolving and developing, and she's every day the same, and you feel that you know everything about her to the point that you can see in her future. You know so much about her that you can even see, you know what had happened, you know what's happening, and you can see into her future, right? So, slight unpredictability and boredom will not be your challenge. I feel that, with true feminine women, we are playful, we are creative, and yes, we are unpredictable. We don't overwhelm you with every single detail about what had happened, what we've been through, blah, blah, blah. We have this lightness of being. I don't know how to translate this in English. A lightness of being. You know what I mean? Like, we have this playfulness and creativity factor and unpredictability factor, and kind of like a surprise surprise factor. But what I mean is, you don't always know. You know how you talk to somebody, they have not opened their mouths yet, you already know what they're going to say, and you are already bored. You already bored to death because you know what they're going to say, and um it's not making the conversation exciting. So, oi, look at that. Okay, well, it's a yeah, it's unpredictability factor. You see that? It's a crazy hair unpredictability factor. Yeah, it's unpredictable. So, to me, tell me, guys, in the comments, what do you think? Do you appreciate women who are slightly unpredictable, slightly mysterious, not in some dark way or, deceiving way, but just naturally mysterious, naturally unpredictable? I think it keeps life extremely juicy, exciting, and it keeps it evolve, and it keeps you out of boredom and mundane every day. Hey, have you bought some toilet paper? We are in a crisis. Yes, honey, I did. Great. Bye. you know like, hey, have you bought the chicken? Okay. All right. It's like when you don't have any playfulness, you don't talk about things that are exciting. And I have just a few more things, guys. And I'm gonna actually add something physical that real easy to apply. It's the voice. One thing I've noticed, once in a while, I make myself watch other creators, and some of these creators has a call-in show, which I would love to also incorporate on my live stream, is to do the call-in show as well. And so ladies sometimes call in that show, okay? So um I honestly could not believe my ears what sometimes I hear. And maybe some ladies in the chat, if you also watch some creators who have call-in shows, I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna try. It's like this. Hi. Well, I just have a question about what do you think? Do I have a chance, or man, what do I do? It's like I could swear to God that this person is a man, but it's a woman actually. And I can listen for maybe 30, 40 minutes, and probably like out of five, 6, 10, I don't know how many callers, there will be 70 to 80% of women that have the low voice and they talk like men, and they wonder if they could be provided for because they are feminine. So I mean, this is it really hurts me, because not everybody is born with natural with extreme beauty. As women, guys, you have no idea what a hard work it is to maintain that beauty. And there are women that are attractive and appealing in different sizes, shapes, and forms. But even if you look like Angelina Jolie or Marilyn Monroe, or I don't know who is trending right now. I am not keeping up with nobody. I don't know. Like, imagine your ideal woman that you inspired by. If that woman talks like this, what you got for me? Yes, I think I am very feminine. If you talk like, I swear to God, I wish I could record that, because it would give me chills. Ladies, I understand that a lot of feminist influence and just not having Nancy Pelosi, yes, Lord. Oh my God. I don't want to go into politics, but one of the things that I think is extremely attractive is the feminine voice, the feminine appearance, and the feminine voice. And there is nothing wrong if you want to train your voice. I don't think that when man is calling home or he calling his wife, he wants to hear this. Where are you? Why are you late? Okay, well, whatever. I don't think any man gets turned on by the harsh, low, voice like that. I mean, it gave me chills. It gave me chills, and I think that we can all work on our voice and make sure that it's pleasant and relaxing. And I don't know about you guys, I absolutely love ASMR. And as women, we also sometimes we are teaching something, doing something. The way I talk to you guys, it's not the way I talk to somebody special. I'm not teaching, preaching, or I'm not, like Mina would say, opening the academy. I like to be playful, and I love the almost like this ASMR kind of tone, especially at night, in the evening. I feel that there are so many ways to have intimacy with somebody, and that ASMR whisper. So for those ladies who maybe suffer a little bit with having very harsh voice, trying to like whisper and talk gently, it's a wonderful practice. I think those of you gentlemen that missing that feminine touch, maybe not in a relationship right now, you can just listen to the ASMR and just imagine how amazing it's going to feel when you actually have that lady that will whisper in your ear. It's just absolutely amazing. And as women, we absolutely love the low voice, the strong, masculine low voice. I cannot tell you what it does to us. This video is not about it, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what it does to us. So, yes, so one of the attributes is voice, and all of us can make our voice better. If you are a guy and you talk too fast and too much, try to speak a little bit slower and low, with a lower voice, and put more power to what you say, but in a lower voice. It just It does miracles, let me tell you that much. I have notes, guys. That should tell you something. So let's see what else. I'm almost done. Okay, so I told you guys about keeping an intrigue. Um, another very important thing that Slavic women have, and I believe a lot of women have it as well in the United States and all over the world, is passion for education. A lot of Slavic women are turned on by a smart, intellectual man, and the man who is educated and understand the value of learning and just simply have passion for education. To me, you guys know, I've learned not so long ago about such thing as sapiosexual. So sapiosexual is somebody who attract is attracted to someone else um who is intellectually uh gifted, let's say, just somebody smart, to say in a more simple way. And I could really tell that for Slavic women, we appreciate education. Not that we appreciate, we value education. And we also extremely attracted to smart, educated, intellectual men who can hold a conversation, who, have their opinion on things, open to learn, and just have this, creative, strong mind, but yet creative. Basically, uh, it's almost like it's very stimulating, and it's very attractive. Men with incredible intellectual capacities could be could be a major turn on for particular women. And a lot of feminine women value education, and they install that despite of the modern trends. Get your kids on iPads and let them play video games. A lot of feminine traditional women install the passion for education. They encourage their children uh, with a passion for education and knowledge. They do more traditional ways of learning. And gentlemen, if you're looking for a wife and you're considering having children, that's what you want to look at. What is your outlook on education? Will she be the woman that will give your child an iPad and say, here, use the technology as a babysitter? Or will she be the woman that is put a lot of her heart, mind, and soul into encourage your child to read, to learn another language, to limit uh or maybe not even allow video games and things like that? That, to my opinion, it's just my opinion, that video games are stealing our our kids' childhood. It's gonna sound crazy to some, but I think that video games are stealing our kids' childhood. I am very, very, if you know me personally, you know what I think about video games. If you know me personally, you better not even start a conversation. So when you have a woman that you plan future with, you possibly planning to have children, one of the very kind of one of the very attractive features would be passion for quality education and knowledge, and these traditional ways to learn. I cannot stress it enough how important it is. Because yes, I understand you want to have a beautiful woman, you want to have a woman that is feminine and attractive, the woman you can show around. But when you raise a future generation, you want to have somebody who understands the importance of planting that seed, uh, put her time and effort. That's why she is maybe staying home to teach your child, to teach your common child, your child, both of you, your creation, to quality knowledge and not surface, endless crazy videos and blinking and all that. So that is important, and you realize how important it is later on, because your child is going to be the product of, in many ways, of your wife development. You know why? Because if you're a masculine man, you will probably spend less time with your child, at least in the beginning, and she's the one that is planting the seeds for real knowledge, for depth, for educational things, and importance of that, reading. So there's nothing like reading with your child. It's the sweetest thing. It's the sweetest thing to read with your with your little ones. It just, there is, I don't know what else is sweeter than that. It's just, a lot of people use, computers and like iPads. I don't allow iPads in a bedroom, in my child's bedroom. I don't allow any of this technology stuff. um I encourage the books, the old-fashioned stuff. We have board games, um nothing like reading together, and you feel their hair, their delicious smell, how aroma of their, I mean, it's just like heaven. So read with your children. Slavic ladies, in our culture, we are big on reading, and I know that a lot of people kind of now shine away from reading. They use technology, and I just want to encourage you, ladies. There is nothing like um, investing in your education and the early development. It's just so satisfying to do these things, play different roles, and having educational fun with your children. So, okay. All right, I think I'm arriving to my last point for tonight, because my beauty sleep and your beauty sleep is important. Okay, I'm gonna say the last point is simply human touch. Human touch, feminine touch. Um I feel that it could be ingrained in our culture as well, maybe because of our literature, classic literature, to show that very personable interest in human touch and gentleness, feminine tenderness. And this is not what I'm talking right now. Is not exactly it's not really sexual. It's more of just um gentleness. I don't know, is it a word, gentleness? Just gentle. I don't know how to say нежность in English. Anybody know how to say нежность in English? Tenderness. It's tenderness that only women can give you. Your buddies, your colleagues, your guys not gonna give you tenderness. And I feel like gentleness, I'm gonna say gentleness even though this word does not exist. Tenderness is something that only women can give you. And uh Yes, gentle. There is a particular kind of gentle, of tenderness that only the woman can give you, and that tenderness is incredible release of stress, relief of stress. I feel that men often are hard. You working so hard, you're doing all these things, and you become intense. Like a rock, and one of the things is that gentle touch, tender touch that only woman can give you. And this is something that we can learn and practice from the old Slavic culture, but it's just a reminder that it's a healing, very pleasurable, relaxing, magical thing that women do, that only the women that have love for you can um, use that gentle, soothing, tender touch to heal your wounds and to let you relax. So, with that being said, my dear friends, I want to wish you a wonderful night. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put some bubbles on. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Thank you for your extreme appreciation and generosity. I appreciate my super chat supporters. Let's see. I appreciate, guys, your generosity, you supporting the stream. Thank you so much for every single person that had joined, had pushed the like button, everybody who will have a minute to possibly comment under the video as well. It would really help the channel to the message to be shared. Everybody who took a time and thought and post a kind comment, encouraging comment, thoughtful comment. Every single one of you who had done that, I appreciate you very, very much. Um, Thank you for the kind words. Oh, thank you, Colin. I appreciate that. Yes, every one of you, thank you for this hour and a half or 2 hours that you spend with me. If you have ideas for future videos or some thoughts, feel free to comment them below in the comments when the video is done streaming, and I will be back in a couple of days with another live stream. Have a wonderful night and have most uh, beautiful, vivid, delicious dreams about you and things that are awaiting for you on this journey of life. Thank you. Good night, everyone. I appreciate